There have been a plethora of new PlayStation 4 games revealed recently, and in today's video, I want to cover all of those that might be going a little bit under your radar. We've got a total of 10 games to go over, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. First up, I want to start with Curse of the Dead Gods, a game that just hit Steam Early Access and has been very well received, will be coming to PlayStation 4 alongside its full PC release. Publisher Focus Home Interactive and developer Pastech Games have announced. Focus Home have been publishing some very good games from Plague Tale Innocence, The Surge 2, Greedfall. They've been putting out a lot of quality titles, and Curse of the Dead Gods is looking to fall in line. The game notes it's a skill-based roguelike exploring a cruel dark temple made of endless rooms and corridors. Swords, spears, bows, guns, wield these, and many more. Unique curses influence each attempt of the game, putting a twist on every action. Dozens of enemies are there, with powerful champions and deadly bosses to face off against. Collect mystical relics and arsenal of weapons to make yourself unstoppable. Corruption builds in you with every step. Encourage or ignore it, but each powerful curse can be a double-edged sword. Again, the game has been released in early access, and it's been very well received. 412 Steam reviews already out, and you're talking about in the span of 4 days. 88% positive in that regard, so it's being well received in its early form. Imagine when the game actually rolls out. A lot of potential in this one. Great art style as well. Definitely reminiscent towards something like Darkest Dungeon, however definitely different in terms of gameplay. But aesthetic and presentation-wise, I can definitely draw some resemblances, and hopefully it comes out for $15 when it does ultimately drop, but even if it goes up a little bit in price, I do think this is going to be a quality title. Alright, next up we have Amnesia Rebirth. This is one that I am personally incredibly excited for. Coming from Frictional Games, the guys that brought you the first Amnesia and Amnesia The Dark Descent, and they also somewhat recently put out Soma. That was back in 2015, I believe, and their games have been getting better and better. They also did Penumbra way back in like 06, 07. You look at their improvements from Penumbra to Amnesia and then Amnesia to Soma. I really think Soma was their greatest work. A lot of people have this remembrance towards Amnesia, and rightfully so. It was a great horror game. However, Soma was so interesting in the fact that it built an atmosphere better than a lot of other games do. And I talk about how games like Metro build great atmosphere. Soma was on another level in my opinion, and now with Amnesia Rebirth, I'm hoping that they can bring all of the excellence in Soma and the excellence that was in Amnesia The Dark Descent, couple that together, and you can find a really great game in Amnesia Rebirth. It's a first-person narrative horror experience. Explore environments and uncover their histories, overcome puzzles that stand in your way, carefully manage your limited resources, both physical and mental, and encounter horrific creatures and use your wits and understanding of the world to escape them. Amnesia Rebirth is due out for PlayStation 4 this fall, so definitely a lot of reason to be excited for that. Also, a lot of reason to be excited for Skater XL, a brand new take on skateboarding games, and it's coming to the PlayStation 4. Yes, it's not Skate 4, however, getting a high-quality skateboarding game on the PlayStation 4, that is a win in my book already. Skater XL is more of a realistic skateboarding game, and it takes a different take on skateboarding games than you're probably used to if you've played games like Tony Hawk's Underground and titles like that. Skater XL has a lot of emphasis on the control and letting you really design your own tricks. From the people who brought you the #1 sports game worldwide for mobile, Skater XL is an evolution in skateboarding games. Experience unparalleled board control and responsiveness while you skate legendary real-world skate spots. The game has been in early access on PC for quite a while, and it's been received very well. 3,300 user reviews, 83% positive all time, but the recent reviews, which are going to be more indicative of an early access game's quality, 212 user reviews, 93% positive on that, and so pretty well received, and hopefully Skater XL does hit the PlayStation 4 by the end of this year. Next up, another really cool game, we have Neon City Riders, which is dropping on March 12th, a 2D action-adventure mixed with superpowered urban gangs in a post-cyberpunk world. Looking for a 2D action-adventure mixed with superpowered urban gangs in a post-cyberpunk neon scenario? Well, if you are, Neon City Riders is right for you. Take on the role of Rick, a mass vigilante who needs to explore the decaying futuristic Neon City in search of items, superpowers, and companions to free the turfs from the 4 superpowered gang claws. Make your way into the depths of each turf while attacking, dashing, and parrying ways of vicious gang members. Explore at your own phase the open-ended map of the Neon City turfs in the order that suits you. You'll unlock superpowers and various other abilities to complete puzzles and do other things. Game's got a great art style, more of an old school look that has been modernized as well. I really dig the presentation of the game, and it will be dropping on PlayStation 4 on March 12th. Next up, we have the first-person physics-based puzzle game in Lichte that's coming to the PlayStation 4 sometime in 2020. It's a first-person physics-based puzzle game where you need to creatively combine magnetism and gravity in order to unravel the secrets of a base. Alone in the treacherous depths of the moon, your scientific mind is the only thing that can keep your daughter alive. The game notes mind-bending mechanics, alter gravity and magnetism at will, complex physical puzzles, combine your abilities in innovative ways to solve these physical riddles, lovingly detailed environments, each corner tells a story, each new step is a challenge, deep and enigmatic background story where you're gonna find clues and piece together the details about the investigation of the Relicta's anomaly, and then immersive original soundtrack slip into the soundscapes of an sci-fi psychological thriller. And I feel like for a puzzle game, elements like its presentation and having a quality soundtrack are a lot more important, and it looks like Lichte is going full force on that. The game is scheduled to drop sometime in 2020. Next up, we have the fast-paced online sports game in Broomstick League, which is coming to the PlayStation 4, another game that recently dropped as a Steam Early Access game. Broomstick League is noted to be a fast-paced, high-flying online sports game where players divide into teams and streak across massive arenas atop their trusty broomsticks. Take possession of the ball and rush it through the stadium as you outmaneuver other players in an effort to score. Equipped with a broomstick and wand, players must hone their flying skills and use magic to dodge enemies, defend their goal, and make awe-inspiring plays. Armed with the blast spell that knocks the ball out of your opponent's hand and the blink spell which teleports players to create goal-scoring opportunities, there are endless combination of plays with no two matches ever being the same. You've got fast-paced matches, realistic, fantastical gameplay, character customization, mystical arenas, and player progression and stats that'll keep you coming back. The game should be out sometime in either late 2020 or early 2021 in its full form on PlayStation 4. Next up, we have Roller Champions, which has just added a PlayStation 4 version. The free-to-play team-based sports game Roller Champions will hit the PlayStation 4, and it is coming from the publisher of Ubisoft, so a major Ubisoft release. Developed by Ubisoft Montreal with Ubisoft Winnipeg and Ubisoft Poon, Roller Champions is a new sports sensation delivering exhilarating and fast-paced team player versus player gameplay on wheels. Two teams of three are pitted against each other in arenas around the world, and players are cheered on by crowds of roaring fans as they acquire the ball, pass it to teammates, and dodge and tackle opponents to score a goal in the illuminated hoop that appears above the rink. The closed alpha provides players the opportunity to share their feedback with the development team. The game notes character customization with a lot of depth, new areas, and new moves included as well. The closed alpha on PC, it'll be PC exclusive, will be from March 11th to the 23rd, and as far as when the game will actually come out, we don't know at this point, but hopefully it's out by the end of this year. Next up, this is a game that actually released already, however, it kind of came out of left field, and that is Pathological 2. It's an open world horror game with a great atmosphere and very, very good presentation. This is a game that if you want something really spooky, really trippy, this is gonna be right up your alley. It's noted to be a groundbreaking open world horror RPG. Resist the plague, make medicine, heal people, perform an autopsy, trade to get what you need, fight and kill if necessary, survive, struggle with an outbreak in a secluded rural town that is rapidly turning into hell. The game was received very strongly when it released on PC back in May of 2019. A very positive reception, 1,997 Steam user reviews, 91% positive on that. The game was released on PlayStation 4 yesterday, so you can already check it out. If you're not going to buy it right away, definitely one for horror fans to have on their wish list and maybe pick it up down the line when it does see a little bit of a discount. But a lot of cool elements in this one, and definitely a very, very creepy game with a rich story attached to it as well. Next up, we have a new Ben 10 game coming to consoles and PC this fall. So we don't know much about this, but publisher Outright Games in partnership with Cartoon Network and developer PHL Collective have announced a new game set in the world of Ben 10 due out for consoles and PC this fall. The game, which is still to be titled, follows the recent announcement of Ben 10 vs. the Universe, the movie, which will premiere worldwide this fall and is the first movie for the newest iteration of Ben 10. We are thrilled to be working with Cartoon Network again to create a brand new Ben 10 game, said Outright Games CEO Terry Malham in a press release. Returning to the world of Ben 10 is something we've been keen to do for a while. The response from fans has been incredibly positive, and we are so glad to work with Cartoon Network and continue to develop this ongoing partnership. Obviously, details are scarce right now, but the game should be out by the end of this year, and Ben 10 for a lot of people is still a very notable IP, one that has seen a couple of iterations, and it will be getting a new video game this fall on major consoles and PC, one one would have to think it would be a PlayStation 4 game as well. And lastly, we have Spaceship Breaker, which has just added a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version. A Steam Early Access version is due out this summer. However, the game is rather interesting, noting experience daily life as a blue-collar spaceship salvager, cut and destroy at will within a next-generation physics simulation, upgrade tools, and unlock new perks to take on harder contracts. The game notes experience your life as a shipbreaker across your career. You'll have the privilege of paying your debt to us by purchasing salvaging rights to increasingly large and valuable ships, cut them open and extract as much value as possible, cutting-edge tools to salvage in challenging conditions, and new upgrades for living the cutter dream. Game looks pretty interesting, and excited to hear the fact that it will be getting a PlayStation 4 release and another game that's being published by Focus Home Interactive, so they continue to publish some very, very interesting games. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, we've seen a lot of interesting PlayStation 4 games be revealed recently. A lot of these games go a little bit under the radar, but I like to make sure that you guys know about it. Personally speaking, Curse of the Dead Gods looks great. Amnesia Rebirth looks awesome. Skater XL, quality skateboarding game on PlayStation 4 is something that I'm going to be all over. Lichte looks really good. Neon City Riders has some awesome presentation, and Pathological too. That's a creepy as hell game that I think a lot of people are going to end up enjoying. That's going to conclude this video. Definitely sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.